scheduled meeting for July 25th, 2019, Elk Grove Park District Board. Kathy, can I get a roll call, please?
President Wells?
Yes,
Commissioner
here.
O'Malley?
Here.
Commissioner Cook?
Here.
Commissioner Bianchi?
Here.
Commissioner Sauter?
Here.
Okay, first we have approval of minutes, July 11th, 2019, Committee of the Whole meeting, and July 11th, 2019, regular meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Moving on to public communications, I'm gonna guess there are none. Nobody's here. Any commissioners or staff have any correspondence? Seeing, hearing none. We're to recommendations of acceptance and approval. I'm gonna table that, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, we're good? Okay, good. 5A, acceptance of proposal from WT Engineering for the surveying and civil engineering services for the design of a new parking lot at Rainbow Falls Water Park in the amount of $37,250.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Tom. Kathy, can I get a roll call?
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
That's a sewer.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi?
No.
Commissioner Sauter?
Yes.
President Wells?
Yes. Secondly, we have approval of payment application number 3 from Shafis Brothers, Inc. for services and materials for the Audubon Outdoor Skate Park concrete portion of the project in the amount of $116,536.50.
So moved as presented. Second.
Thank you. Can I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi?
Yes.
Commissioner Sauter?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
President Wells?
Yes. Committee reports, capital projects, Commissioner O'Malley.
Boy, you're rolling. No report. Bob was in Cooperstown, so I hope you had a good time there.
Best week of my
Now
life.
that he's back, me and Bob will set up a time to meet with Tim one more time and, sometime in August, worst case scenario, September, and we'll take a look at what's happening in 2020 schedule and how we're doing on the 2019. And Tim, of course, gives the report during his meetings. We'll get an update on the skate park, first meeting in August. That's it.
Any questions for Bill?
Or Tim.
Tim. Good point.
Tim.
No questions for Commissioner O'Malley. I was moving quickly. Finance Committee, Commissioner Sauter.
Okay, we're at the halfway point of 2019. Corporate fund has net revenue year-to-date of $1,173,000 compared to a budget of $1,017,000. All expense categories are under budget with the exception of salaries and wages and benefits.
All together.
Recreation fund. You're making the finance report fun. That's a good thing. It'll be the first time.
Good, I'll have some questions for you.
All right, recreation fund, net revenue year-to-date is $316,000 compared to a budgeted loss of $211,000. Main cause of this continues to be budgeted but yet to be completed capital projects, the skate park. Program fees are $1,054,000 year-to-date compared to a budget of $1,106,000, so close. Aquatic program revenue led by competitive swim team is surpassing year-to-date budget. Dance program year-to-date is up 17% over last year. Early childhood, family, athletic, and fitness and wellness programming revenues are all exceeding year-to-date budgets as well. All expense categories are under budget. Golf fund, we had a great June. Golf course had 5,101 rounds in June. Let's see, June golf fund net revenue was $100,000. All expense categories are under budget. Golf fund net revenue year-to-date is negative $60,444 compared to a budget of negative $89,448. That ends my report.
Any questions for Commissioner Sauter or Brad?
Or Tim.
Or Tim?
Not so much a question, just a comment that the other commissioners can look at, but certainly the golf committee, reviewing the golf fund, certainly of June 2019. When you look at the pro shop, I think we need to be in this together. Tom Kloss, staff, us. It's losing money. I mean, so I don't know if things are no longer on consignment where we're buying the merchandise and we're getting rid of it at a loss, but we cannot run a pro shop at a negative. So Somehow we've gotta find out what's happening there and try to reverse it. So that's my only comment, and it's on the last page of the budget.
Is that one of those things that reverses itself
Yeah, it'll
throughout the
reverse
season?
itself towards the end of the year. A lot of it is too, the inventory is purchased ahead of time, and the expenses are recognized when the payment is made. So as the sales catch up, and then, there'll be a journal entry at the end of the year too.
All right, well,
To
just,
take the existing or remaining inventory.
and I'd be
as an asset.
comfortable with that, other than in the year 2018 for a final, it wasn't negative, so it never reversed itself.
Right, well, we're budgeted this year to be 23.7 up.
Correct, and currently, we're not, so unless we're
Right.
gonna have a great 5 months, alls I'm saying is year-to-date in 2018, it was a loss. Currently, this month, we are at a loss. Year-to-date, we're at a loss.
Right, so let's look at it this way, year-to-date actual right now is a negative $824. Last year, year-to-date, we were negative $3,094, so we're actually performing better. And if we ended up positive last year and we're budgeted to end up positive this year, I got a feeling, unless people just completely stop buying stuff at the pro shop, which I don't think they're gonna, golf balls, gloves, jackets, stuff like that, it'll catch up.
And that is
at the end of
correct
the
too, but
season.
if, listening to Tom, we were supposed to make, as we go forward with this expansion or the new clubhouse, they were talking about downsizing the actual
Pro shop.
pro shop.
Yeah.
And so I figured there was a particular reason for that. So if it's ended up not gonna be a profit margin, we shouldn't be dedicating 1,000 or 2,000 feet for it at a cost of a couple $100,000 or 100,000 or whatever it takes to dedicate the space to the pro shop. We should minimize that space, save actual on capital. So I would just like to see what
So,
we're doing.
so let me ask you a question, if they hit the budget number, 23.7 net, is that okay with you?
I guess what I wanna look at is how much room are we dedicating to it moving forward now that we're building a brand-new clubhouse at 8 million? Maybe it doesn't have to be as big as all we're gonna net is 15 or 20,000 out of it, and yet we're gonna invest a couple $100,000.
What about
The
20
trend-
What about 27? Or
I think
24?
part of it is, the movement that we have made is getting away from a lot of your apparel, and that's a lot of your higher margin stuff. We're selling a lot more of your accessories, your golf clubs, your tees, your golf balls. Unfortunately, the margins aren't as large on those items as well. So, it's taking a little bit longer to get to, your positive in your reports than usual.
Right.
Because you have all that upfront cost.
The trend definitely is getting away from those, and if we are gonna do a new building, I would suspect there'd be very little square footage put towards that area. Between the online, the discounters, online, the PGAs, and golf, whatever, so.
Right, and the
I
pla-
agree 100% what you're
the plan is
saying,
to
it's a
do-
lot of square
Plan
footage
is
for a
just
little
to-
property.
to
Correct.
replace your necessities, golf balls,
Right.
gloves, tees, have a few apparel shirts, but not inventory. And the towns are doing a good job of a bit backing off of that the last couple of years. 'Cause I know I've seen that, and he's stated that, so.
I believe the footprint on the pro shop is less than the current pro shop we have on the new plans, so.
And then tying into that, it doesn't really fit into golf or even I guess it's financials. The only other note I had on this one, I was looking at the bills, is we paid for another semi-annual inspection for the Fox Run roofing. So certainly, can we nip that in the bud? I mean, let's not do any more roof inspections of Fox Run in the next 18 months if we're gonna just be knocking down the building.
Well,
Well, we can, but,
NIR Roof Care, I think, does all of our facilities.
but we have a lot of leaks that they fix right away for us.
And clean.
Okay, so we can fix leaks, but,
That's what they do, part of their inspection is to identify the leaks and then fix them before they become bigger issues.
well, let it be a bigger issue, is what I'm saying. The building's being knocked down in 12 months.
We'll watch that for sure.
Okay.
We'll back off of that.
Pro shop gets what?
any other questions for Commissioner Sauter and his Finance Committee? Hearing none, it goes to me, a committee of the whole, and today we spoke of, actually, we met with our Cook County Commissioner Kevin Morrison and his Chief of Staff Ted Mason. It was good to meet with other legislators, obviously Kevin's, for lack of a better term, a new hire, I guess. We talked about different things, how we can help each other, and we hope, good things moving forward for both Kevin, and the Park District. We talked about Rainbow Falls parking lot, which you heard we approved an engineering study in the regular meeting. And we did talk about the OSLAD grant, which Tim, maybe you could tell us how your meeting went with the residents. We had kind of an open house on that.
We held two meetings that were open to the public. First was primarily with the seniors at the senior center. A lot of positive feedback. People are pretty excited. A lot of good suggestions, really good feedback from both groups. The attendance was pretty low, but we did get really good feedback.
You were there, right, Mr. Cook?
Yes, there were 4 residents there. But they bordered right there at the property, and they had talked to some of the other residents, and I had got a call earlier, because they thought originally, the rumor was it was gonna be a dog park back there. And I think they were all gonna show up against that, so, after I kinda squashed that rumor, we didn't have, probably, they weren't as concerned. And when we told them what the plan is to put back there, which is more of a walking trails, shelters, shade shelters, some gaming areas, and, things that, you know,
Very good.
much more palatable, so, yeah, but the 4 people that were there, like Tim said, gave a lot of great feedback and ideas, and, so, and they had obviously discussed it with their neighbors, and, you know, so that I'm sure they're going back and reporting, you know, what they found, and it didn't seem like there were gonna be any major issues that they had on this.
I know I'm getting sidetracked, but one of the first things when I was put on this board, I went to a meeting with Valerie over a playground, and she had 4 different playgrounds set up. She put a lot of ton of effort into it. There are 4 very different views, and I think Valerie was leaning towards one, and I think the staff was. And I watched one person come into this meeting, sign the card. They were the only one to show up, and they got exactly what playground they wanted. So when you see those cards in the mail, feel free to come and take a look at what we're doing, because you don't maybe want to leave it to one person, so. Our old committee of the whole, 2 weeks ago, July 11, 2019, we talked about the Rainbow Falls parking lot again. We talked about our golf course timeline, which has been in our news quite a bit lately, is the improvement there. The same Hattendorf OSLAD grant, and we started to take a peek at the Thorgard, which we're gonna, this is my committee report, which we're gonna take a look at here probably at the end of the year, right, Ben?
This month, maybe, next
Maybe at
month,
the end of the month.
next month, what to do with it.
Any questions or comments for me? Thorgard. Hearing and seeing absolutely none. We go to Athletic Committee, Commissioner Sauer.
Okay, well, first of all, Bob Biecki is now the second chair on athletics. So I don't know if we said anything about that last meeting, or I don't think he was here. All right, well, I'm saying it again, because he's here now. That guy right there, second chair. We have the presidents and treasurers meeting coming up on Wednesday, August 14th at 6:30 PM right here. That's an important meeting, as we're gonna be talking about a number of things, not the least of which is gonna be the budget, which is due in October,
The budget due September 18th.
September 18th, so it's like a month after that meeting. So hopefully we get full attendance from all the athletic programs. The second thing I have is football registration is open until this Saturday, July 27th for tackle, flag football the first practice is gonna be on Tuesday, July 30th, and registration is gonna be open until then or even after. We'd like to get a couple more kids in there. There's 20 right now. It'd be nice to get up to 24 at least. And Bob, you have anything?
No, just that Travel Baseball is having tryouts on August 4th at Lions Park. So check the website for the specific time for your age level.
Very good. Any questions or comments to Commissioner Sauer or Commissioner Biedke?
Or Tim?
Or Tim? Bob, are you, I know it's early, but are you planning on going to that August 14th
Yes.
President's meeting?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't by chance, can you let me know?
Yeah.
Because I'd like to go, just
You can go, I won't go.
to say hi and stuff. You kind of need to be
Well, it's second chair.
there. Whatever. If one of you doesn't make it, let me know, I'll try. All right, Golf Course Committee, Commissioner Cook.
We have, the golf course committee did not meet since the last meeting, so I don't have any report as far as that goes, but they are working on the design stage for the clubhouse, and Ben, where are we at as far as, we'll be ready for our next meeting on that? as far as-
August sixth, the Tuesday,
The
August
Tuesday,
sixth.
Tuesday, okay.
Yeah, I'll put you a calendar, a
Okay.
calendar too.
So we'll have more to report at that, but they're still coming up with the design, multiple design choices for us to review, so. Otherwise, nothing new to report for the golf committee.
Questions or comments for Commissioner Cook? Seeing none, Youth Committee,
I
Commissioner.
don't, but I want to back up real quick on something. That president and treasurer's meeting's a published public meeting, right?
That I'll defer to, I believe it is, yes.
Yes,
Yeah, so
definitely is.
John, you can go.
Oh, right on.
There's no restriction on that. Just make sure it is
It
noticed
is. It's gonna be
appropriately.
noted.
And where is this at?
Right here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool, thank you. Any questions or comments for Commissioner Cook? Nobody had anything? Okay, and then it's Youth Committee, Commissioner Bianchi.
On July 12th, the Youth Committee had a summer blast party at Rainbow Falls, and it was one of the largest that we've had in recent times. There was 284 kids there, so it was a great turnout at Rainbow Falls. The second one and last one for the year will be on Friday, August 9th, again at Rainbow Falls from 8:15 to 10:15. And please check social media, because if the weather does turn bad that day, the Park District will be going on social media, letting everyone know that they'll be transferring it to the Pavilion Aquatic Center here at the Pavilion. Other than that, that's my report.
Okay, yeah, I did actually go to that, I didn't stay for the whole time, but the weather was absolutely perfect. And we had like more late arrivals, which is cool. Droves came in on bikes. We did have some kids that came in that were like 20, 21 to try to get in, which was a first. And they didn't get in, but they tried. So, yeah, it was a cool event, very, very well attended. Adult Center Committee, Commissioner Cook.
Yes, the Sheila Ray Adult Center, they had as we mentioned earlier, they had a meeting with the seniors to go over the plans for the renovation over there that they were planning, for the Osland grant. They celebrated, had a 90th plus birthday celebration for all the members over 90. They had a nice luncheon, it was well attended, and great to see a lot of active and seniors over 90 still enjoying themselves. September starts the 40th anniversary of the Sheila Ray Center, starting on September 16th, and you can look at the list of events that will be going on in the Buzz. I want to do a shout out to the Lions Club, who generously donated $1,000 to the Sheila Ray Center for their luncheons and that they hold, so it helps them with the budget on their lunches. So thank you to the Lions Club and the Leos who donated $1,000. And membership is at an all-time record of 304, exceeding the previous record by 7. So members keeping steady and slowly moving up in the right direction. And that ends my report.
Any questions or comments for Commissioner Cook? Any other committees?
Yeah, I got one more add-on for athletics. Commissioner O'Malley was kind enough to remind me that we just hired a new athletics coordinator, Brad Wessel. He started this week, right? And last week, he's been in a couple meetings that I've been at, and has hit the ground running, so.
Is he a local
Welcome to
Wessel?
Brad. Huh?
Is he a local Wessel?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
he was at River Trails Park
Oh,
District
okay.
before this, and I'm not sure where he hails from. I know he was talking smack to Jeff Collier about Prospect getting beat by Elk Grove, so,
Oh, nice, I
yeah, like him already.
like him already. Okay, any old, well,
We
yeah,
also
go
have
ahead.
the foundation met and is getting ready for their main fundraising event in August. It's the duck race over at Rainbow Falls. It's on August
4th.
4th.
Sunday.
You can get tickets, Rainbow Falls, you can get them at any of our facility or
Pavilion,
pavilion.
At the pavilion.
And the tickets are
$5.
$5 each, and we have wonderful prizes, which include a 2-night stay at the Hyatt in Chicago, a family pass to Rainbow Falls for the 2020 season, Coach's Corner gift certificate of $150, 5 passes to Turtle Splash, and a giant inflatable duck, I guess they
It's
get that.
hanging in the lobby right
It's in the
now.
lobby, somebody will win that. And then a foursome for Fox Run with a cart, and Jimmy Charhouse, $50 gift certificate to Jimmy Charhouse. So, please, it's not that expensive, pull out and buy a few tickets for the chance to win some of these nice prizes and help out with the foundation on their annual fundraising event. We also discussed in our meeting, our budget, and we have, money, in our scholarship fund, so if for needy families out there who maybe have fallen on hard times and need some assistance with, to maybe be able to join our programming, please see the Park District, and they can go over the criteria, and there is money available for scholarships there to assist if you need it from a financial aid standpoint. And is there anything else I'm missing, Kelly?
I don't think so. I think you covered it.
So that is our report.
And Kelly, I will be buying some of those now that I know about the inflatable duck.
Yeah.
It's a game changer.
It is a game changer.
Fair enough. Any new business?
I don't know if this would be new business or not, but I know we talked maybe a month or so ago about starting our live streaming on Facebook. And I, at the time I signed up, not remembering I signed up, so you get an icon when we have a board meeting that's coming up. So I'm actually watching our meeting. It's not live, it's live, but it's delayed, so. And it gives us
Just lost one person.
it gives a section to write a comment, so not that we're gonna answer all the questions, but if you're watching, we're streaming on Facebook, and you did have a question, and it's something we're talking about, and you would like, one of us to address it, I'm gonna monitor this for a few minutes to see if we have any questions, I'll, bring
We
them up on air.
can go to electronic board packets, where you guys have computers, and you guys can respond to people if you
Yeah,
want
I think
to.
that got poo-pooed last time.
We tried it a while ago.
But we've had residents talk about not being able to sometimes get on channel 6, it's not on their cable. You can, if you're have a computer, you're on Facebook, you can stream it live and watch it there.
Kelly, have you put that out publicly? Like on our Twitter page or anything?
That we have live streaming?
Yeah.
I don't think that has been broadcast yet.
Okay.
I believe you can also get it through the village, if you're on the village website, where you click on it and
Right.
watch
Oh, yeah.
it that way.
Because I actually watched it in Cooperstown.
Yeah.
Right, but
Yeah.
actually, if you sign up on Facebook for the Park District page, it gives you a prompt, so it'll say, hey, the meeting's starting in 5 minutes, and if you wanna click on it, you can or not. So it's kind of a nice reminder for those that wanna follow us.
There was a volume issue 2 weeks ago on Facebook Live, just so you know, they couldn't get any volume at all.
Okay. Oh, I don't have the volume on, so I don't know if that's the case, but anyways, so that's all I have as far as the business.
Very good. I think I'm at payment of the bills, right?
Okay,
Okay. Payment of the bills, first is July 11th, 2019, in the amount of $245,846.21. July 12th, 2019 P cards, in the amount of $108,911.16. And July 2019 in the amount of $65,389.20. Can I get a motion and a second, please?
so moved.
I'll second it. Kathy, may I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Bianchi,
Yes.
Commissioner Sauter,
Yes,
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes,
President Walls.
Yes. Okay, I need a motion and a second to adjourn to close session for the purpose of discussing or the purchase or lease of real estate for the use of the public body per 2C5.
I'll make a motion. Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Sauter,
yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes, Kathy.
Commissioner Cook,
yes.
Commissioner Bianchi,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes. This meeting is adjourned.